You're listening to The Money Hour with your host, Tina Mitchell, and co-host, Keelan Harvey on Alternative Talk, AM 1150. Now, back to the show with local mortgage experts, Tina Mitchell and Keelan Harvey.
You are listening to The Money Hour on 1150 AM KKNW, the Friday, July 23rd virtual show. Because of COVID, we are temporarily moved virtually. You can hear us on air on Saturday at 3 p.m. with a rebroadcast on Sunday at 8 a.m. You can also catch us on podcast. I am your host, Tina Mitchell.
And I'm your co-host, Keelan Harvey.
We bring in studio each week the best of the best experts in our local market on everything regarding your money. We're here to help you build a strong economy or just maximize your finances in our economy. And now in studio, we have Deanna Poneman of Way of Life Wellness. Melt away your stress and free yourself from pain. Right here on 1150 AM KKNW. Deanna, welcome to the show. First time here.
Hi, Tina. Thanks so much for having me. And Keelan, good job getting yourself off mute that time. I was proud of you. I was rooting for you.
Thanks. I'm doing my best.
Oh, that's so awesome. Tina was really excited. I'm excited to have all of you. Here on our show today. But in reading your bio and really understanding what you do, it's really unique service that you provide. So I'm excited to have you here. And a little bit about Deanna. Deanna has been part of the network chiropractic community for over 30 years, having received her first network adjustment the day she was born by her grandfather, who was one of the very first network chiropractors. Being born in Transcendental Meditation, TM, community in Fairfield, Iowa, healing spiritually and the mind-body connection are truly in Dr. Deanna's blood. When Dr. Deanna realized her passion was to help others experience the excellent health and vitality that she had been fortunate to live in her own life, it led her to San Diego Bay Area to attend Life Chiropractic College West, where she received her doctorate of chiropractic. She now practices at Way of Life Wellness Center in Issaquah, where she enjoys helping her patients achieve optimal health. And I love the bios because the bios give a chance to hear a little bit about why you do what you do and how what each of you do has been connected to your own personal life. So Deanna, again, welcome to the show today.
Thank you, Tina.
Yeah, Deanna, how long has Way of Life Wellness Center been in business?
So Way of Life has actually been in Issaquah for 23 years. My partner, Dr. Shima Silver, started the office back in 97. So she's been serving the Issaquah community for a couple decades now. I came on board 2 years ago in 2018. Prior to that, I was in the Bay Area, but I met Dr. Shima and I visited the office and I just fell in love with the community and the space. And I've been here ever since.
So Deanna, I got it.
Drink.
So Deanna, Way of Life practice, a unique type of chiropractic called network spinal care. What is network spinal care and how does it differ from your traditional chiropractic?
So when most people hear chiropractor, they find out I'm a chiropractor, the first thing they say is something about getting their neck cracked. We do not crack necks or backs. Everything we do is completely gentle. So whereas with traditional chiropractic, they're dealing with moving the bones and trying to put their bones back into place and fix people that way, quote unquote. What we do is we actually go straight to the source and we deal with the central nervous system. What we do is we teach the body through very, very gentle touches along the spine. We teach the body how to get out of fight flight because, with everything that goes on in our day-to-day lives, we're stuck in this perpetual state of survival, especially right now with COVID and everything else that's going on. We're constantly on edge. Our anxieties are at all-time high. We feel that in our body, right? Our bodies and minds and are all controlled by our nervous system. So what we do is instead of trying to force your bones where we think they should go, we teach the body, we remind the body that it's not an imminent danger. We teach the body how to get out of fight, flight, and back into healing mode. So you just kind of melt and the bones go into place where they need to go and not where I tell them to go. And it's very honoring to the body, very honoring to the person and the patient. And that's the biggest difference between traditional chiropractic and what I do.
So you think about that, what a magical process, because really you want your body to figure things out on your own. You don't want to be, like you said, forcing it to try to go in a place that you feel that it should be, but instead guide and direct through that spiritual process. I love that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, were you going to say something, Deanna? I'm sorry. I cut you off.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to jump into our next question. You got me so excited about this because, like, I've been to many chiropractors. I had a knee injury, and I'm trying to figure out why they're cracking my neck when my knee hurts and all kinds of stuff. And, I'm not sure that I believe in it wholeheartedly. And between moving my house, I'm about one quick movement of my back going out at this point right now. So hopefully I can come in and see you sooner than later with this whole COVID thing. What attracted you specifically to this technique?
So, as I mentioned in my bio, I've kind of been in the wellness world my whole life, or adjacent to it at least. And so I've always been very passionate about taking care of myself. And I started to notice that other people, like, wellness wasn't something that was very actually common. Most people, they want to be well, but they don't know how. And so that's what got me into chiropractic school, was this idea of teaching people, empowering people to take care of themselves and empowering them to be well. But chiropractic didn't completely resonate with me because, again, it's not them making themselves well. It still seemed to be that there is a certain aspect of us telling them what to do, us making them get better. And again, I put fix in quotes because we don't fix anybody. Only your own body has the ability to do that. And so what I found to be really magical about Network is it really, really gives the patient that power. Instead of what this technique does is every time you come to us, we're teaching your body these strategies. It's like learning a language. And it's this language of adaptability, this language of healing. So instead of going to the chiropractor twice a week for your whole life, because they push your L5 back into place and it feels better for a minute and then it pops back out, what we're doing is we're teaching the body. We call it reorganizational healing, because instead of versus restorative healing. So traditional chiropractic Western medicine is this restorative model of fix you. Let's go back to this previous state you were before you were sick, before you were hurt. But why would you want to go there? Why would you want to go back to the place that you were that got you hurt or sick to begin with? So with Network, and what really attracted me to this technique, what we're doing is reorganizing the information in your body. It's all there. It's just kind of muddled, right? And so instead of trying to fix you and restore you, we're reorganizing the information. Instead of going backwards, we're teaching you how to go forward. So as you develop these strategies in your body and in your nervous system, you become more self-sufficient. And so you don't have to be as dependent on any outside source to feel good and feel well. It's just about your own inner resources. And it just, that empowerment of the patient and the body is what really excited me about Network. And I knew that that's why I ended up in chiropractic school, was because of this technique.
Yeah, you can definitely see the passion for those that are watching the show on Facebook Live. Maybe if you're listening on podcast or radio, you can't see, but definitely you can see the passion and your smile behind what you do and the gift that you're able to provide people that you're supporting and helping. So I would imagine that actually this is something that we all could use regardless if we have an injury. It sounds like you can start the education process of your body. So even when you do get injured, it already has techniques and understands how to navigate through that process better. So that would be my first question. My second question to that is, what is the majority of people that you see coming to you for this type of treatment?
Well, so exactly what you just said, Tina. I think especially now, like, you don't need to just have an injury. It's not always about back pain and neck pain. Actually, that's not even why chiropractic started. But why wait until you're hurt or until you're sick to start to get better, right? I think that especially now with COVID and what we're seeing is the people that have pre-existing conditions, or the people that are sick or not taking care of themselves, are the people that are getting impacted the most and having the worst symptoms. So that's the true for everything, right? If you're the most control we have over the longevity of our lives and our health and our wellness is preventative care, right? If we are taking care of ourselves and our nervous systems, and why do you want to throw your back out? Why don't you make it so you won't throw your back out? A lot of patients come and it's like, oh, I just have a bad back because of my age. It's just like, being 50, I have patients in their 80s that are still on row teams because they.
Wait a second, Deanna. I'm in my 50s. Okay, go ahead.
Well, exactly. That's the thing. It's like I have patients that are even in their 30s or 40s that are like, I guess this is what getting old is. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, it doesn't have to be that way, but that's what society teaches us. And so don't wait until you're hurt, because I will make you feel better. I can make your back pain go away, but I'd rather prevent you from having back pain to begin with, or prevent you from getting sick to begin with, prevent you from getting anxiety to begin with. Like, why wait until you're already unwell to get better? Let's just stay well.
I love that, Deanna. That's fantastic. No excuses. Age is not an excuse. Just a number, Tina. So I hate to say this.
Well, that's how I like it, Keelan, but I just had to call Deanna out on.
I know. Tina's the youngest 50-year-old I know, actually. If you get to know her, it's insane. She can hang with the best of them, so don't let her trick you. We're unfortunately out of time. We're down to just a couple minutes here, but I wanted to give you the opportunity to wrap up, maybe a quick story or maybe something about your favorite cases that you treat. And then most importantly, I'm curious, how do people get a hold of you?
So, I mean, I don't know that I have a favorite because I love everybody. I love working with children. And one of the things that really lights me up is helping people with their mental and emotional issues, things like anxiety and depression and things that are really rampant, especially right now. Because again, when you calm your nervous system down and you're out of a constant state of survival, those things that make people feel so helpless just kind of melt away really effortlessly. And that really, really has always been something very special to me in my heart. And then you can get a hold of us by, if you're interested in scheduling an appointment, we are offering a special for the next couple months, $100 off of your initial exam. So it's a nice little deal. You can give us a call at 425-313-0433. Or you can check out our website at wayoflifewellness.com.
Wonderful. Deanna, thank you again so much for coming in, and thank you to all of our guests for being here. If you're listening to the show today on 1150 AM KKNW, on podcast, or seeing us on our Facebook virtual live show, you can call the show at 1-855-400-1150, or you can go online to themoneyhour.com and we can connect you with any of our guests. So thank you again for each of you being here today. And this is your host, Tina Mitchell.
And your co-host, Keelan Harvey.
We are your local mortgage experts, and enjoy the rest of your Saturday. We look forward to talking more money next week right here on 1150 AM KKNW.